Welcome to the new passengers. My name is Christina and I will be your guide. We are right now in an area called Gamle Strand. This means old beach in English, and this is where Copenhagen was founded. It has also been a large fish market for over 800 years, and that's why you can see a statue of a woman selling fish. In the background of her you can see a statue of Bishop Absalon. He founded Copenhagen in 1167. If you look to your right now, you can see Christiansborg Palace, which was built in 1928, and it's actually the third palace here with the same name on the same place, because the other two palaces burned down. And Christiansborg Palace houses the Danish Parliament, the Supreme Court and the royal staterooms. And in front of the palace you can see a statue of King Frederik VII. He's the father of the Danish Constitution. You can see Holmen's Church, where our Queen got married in 1967. This is the old stock exchange, founded by King Christian IV in 1618. And the thing that characterizes the building are the four dragon tails that are right on top of the tower. We're now sailing back into New Harbour, and our very famous fairy tale writer Hans Christian Andersen was very fond of New Harbour. He lived here in total for 25 years in 3 different houses. One of the houses is the grey narrow building that you can see here to your right. He lived there for 17 years, and you can also see his name is written upon the building. Until the 60s, New Harbour was known as a rough neighbourhood, with drunk sailors and DC ladies actually. But in the 80s they restored it, and today it's one of the most exclusive and expensive parts of the city. To your left now you can see Copenhagen's new playhouse being built at the moment. It's a part of the Royal Theatre and is expected to be open in 2008. The playhouse is designed by the Danish architects Bøje Lundgaard and Lene Tranbjerg. You can see the new Opera House here to your right. It opened in January 2005, and the Opera House is designed by the Danish architect Henning Larsen and financed by the Danish private shipping company AP Møller Mærsk. And the Opera House costed around 350 million euros. To your left you can see 3 old warehouses with the yellow one in the middle. The 2 first ones are turned into exclusive apartments, and in the last one you will find a museum with a collection of royal plaster cast sculptures. In front of the museum you can see a copy of Michelangelo's David. The Little Mermaid from the fairy tale of Hans Christian Andersen has been sitting here since 1913. She's a gift from the Carlsberg breweries, and she's made of the artist Eriksen, who used his own wife as a model. The grey building to your right is also called the House with the Blue Eyes in 30 different countries. Christian's harbour here was laid out by King Christian IV in 1618. The king, he wanted to create an attractive trading city here, but because the area mainly consisted of sand and mud, nobody wanted to move in here. Then the king decided so wisely that he wanted to give away the land to the merchants, and at the same time he promised them 12 years of tax exemption. You can see the tower of Our Saviour's Church here to your left. Our Saviour's Church has an external staircase with more than 400 steps, and you can in fact go all the way up there. On top you will find a large golden globe and a figure of Christ, and this symbolizes the victory of Christianity in the 10th century. In the yellow brick building here to your right, this is actually where they invented the first diesel engine for boats. The company is called Burmeister and Wain, and they have just restored the whole building but kept the facades just as they looked like back in 1912.
Is this also the area where the squatters live?
Squatters?
You know, the Christian town? Is that it?
You mean
What's that place called?
You can say the hippies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it?
No, but it's close to.
It's close to here.
It's called Christiania, the place. Christiania, yeah. But they are really changing it at the moment. They're gonna normalize it.
Oh,
the
they
Danish
are?
government, yeah. The first thing they changed was they moved the Push Street. There was a whole street.
Oh, pushers, drugs.
Where there's not really drugs, but mainly hash.
Hash, yeah.
Yeah.
So they got rid of that?
They got rid of that. It was a really big
So
event.
what's going to happen to the place?
They're gonna first of all pay some taxes on the houses, and some of the buildings are being torn down and
Gonna upscale it a bit?
yeah.
Big black building here in front of us is called the Black Diamond. It is an extension of the Royal Library from 1999. The building is made of glass and black granite imported from Zimbabwe. The special thing about the building is that it leans 7 degrees so with the water to reflect the water when the sun shines. The brewery burned down twice, so it was therefore decided to use it only as a warehouse instead. And in that warehouse they stored beer for the Danish fleet and for the royal family. The Slotje Rex, it is 132 years old and has inside 260 square meters.
What do they use it for now?
Today's a private owned houseboat.
Oh, okay. It just sits there though.
It's there all the year round. Yeah. It's not gonna leave. For the new boat drivers, this is really a test to them. It's this bridge because it's so narrow and it's difficult to turn here. The length of the boat.
Oh, yeah, my God.
The boats were built after this.
We made it through the storm bridge, and if you look straight ahead, you can see Nikolai's church, which is more than 500 years old. Remain seated, and we will get you to New Harbour.